It's official. According to the Virginia Department of Elections, with nearly 50% of the votes, Jennifer Lewis has won the Democratic congressional primary for the 6th District.
I am the Democratic nominee for the 6th District congressional seat. I'm feeling really excited and really motivated to hit the streets starting tomorrow to push through to November. I don't know if it's Holly. I gotta call my mom. It's really overwhelming. My first phone call, of course, was to my mom and my dad. And for them to not be here is really hard, and to not just want to cry and just want my mom here, and my dad, of course. But and they're just really proud of me, and they've supported the campaign all along the way. So I just owe a lot to my parents for instilling the values that I have right now that really got me elected today.
At 6:52 p.m., 323 people cast their ballots at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Stanton. Less than 18,000 people voted in the 6th District congressional race. But that didn't stop Lewis, who says she had no idea that she would garner 47% of the votes.
I hate to get too excited and too ahead of myself, so I always like to think this is, it was a tight race until the polls closed at 7. So there was not a time that we ever kicked back and kicked our feet up and relaxed. Just yesterday, I canvassed Stanton and knocked 470 doors myself yesterday, and I've got the blisters on my feet to prove it. So it was a big ground game that we ran, knocking on a lot of doors, and I think that is what propelled us to victory tonight.
Lewis explained why she thinks voters chose her.
I think we have a message and a platform that speaks to the working class people in our district. We want minimum wage up to $15 an hour. We want Medicare for all, things that affect people's day-to-day lives. So I think we have that message of that I'm going to go to Washington and fight for the working class, and people really like that message.
There's something she wants her supporters to know.
That I thank them so much. And that everything that I've stood for the last 11 years and everything that they voted for me for is exactly what I'm going to do in Washington. I can't wait to get there and be that advocate for us normal working class people in the 6th District who are just trying to make an honest living and have a good life. We're not asking for much, so I can't say thank you enough to everybody.
Josh Stanfield is Jennifer Lewis's campaign manager. Stanfield has his own opinion of how they won the primary election.
I think we won because we presented a message to the people of the 6th that really resonated, and it was a message that focused on the needs and the struggles of the poor and the working class in the district, and also a message that emphasized that Jennifer, if she were to be elected, would not be someone who is beholden to corporate donors or any kind of campaign contributors, who would not be beholden to the political elite or any particular political party, but instead would be beholden to the constituents who she is promising to serve if elected.
He talked about how he felt when he learned they'd won.
Well, of course I was ecstatic, but I also thought it was a vindication. It was a vindication of a form of campaigning. It was a vindication of the message, and it was a vindication of the idea that we should run, everyday working people. We don't go out and find necessarily millionaires or billionaires or people with, extensive business holdings or deep pockets and connections, but you go out and find people that are like the majority of the citizens of the district, someone with a record that demonstrates you can trust them. And Jennifer had that record. And so I think, aside from the policy, a lot of people in the district recognized that when they saw Jennifer out on the campaign trail, this is not a career politician. This is not someone who's being grandfathered into a seat. This is someone who has lived the struggles that many of us live in the 6th District and can therefore represent the people in an honest, authentic way.
I'm very lucky to have a great staff of a great campaign manager and a great chief of staff, great operations guy, great policy person. And again, going back to my volunteers, I wouldn't be anywhere without them as well. My campaign has been extremely great at blocking out any negativity, any kind of drama, and I'm very lucky and blessed that I was able to focus 100% on this campaign and the things that I wanted to stand for, talking to voters, talking to constituents, that I wasn't caught up in a lot of the other stuff. So I really appreciate my entire campaign staff just being so great, and helping me set limits and set, and keep my sanity, I guess.
Lewis is aware her advocacy in speaking out against the Dominion gas pipelines may have been a key factor in winning the election.
Definitely, and not just because of the pipeline issue, but I think I've set the reputation for myself over the last 10 years as being an advocate on a bunch of different issues that people in the community know that when I take on an issue, I fight, and I will continue to advocate. And so I think that my reputation has just got me this far.
She says most issues people face are not Republican or Democratic, but sometimes it comes down to what's best for Virginians.
I know that people like to say that the district is 2-1 Republican. However, I would like to point out that the voter turnout is really low in all elections, even presidential. So we don't know what a lot of people's political affiliations are because they're not showing up to vote. So my number one thing is reaching out to people, again, we're just going to be door knocking all summer long, going door to door, having conversations with people about the values that we have in the 6th District. Healthcare for all, good decent jobs for all, a living wage for all. I think those are the issues that people can get behind, and we've seen people getting behind them, and I think we're going to continue to see independents, libertarians, and Republicans get behind me because they know that I will stand up for the values of the 6th District.
Her parents weren't the only ones Lewis spoke to after learning she had won. Senator Tim Kaine surprised her with a congratulatory phone call.
I was completely speechless. To get you answer your phone and it's, hey, it's Senator Tim Kaine, congratulations. But he was just, saying that he was really proud of me and our campaign and the decent and honest campaign that we ran. And he was really proud of the ground game that we ran. And, just mentioned that a lot of female candidates are winning, and so he was really excited. So it was such an honor to get a phone call from him, really. I was not expecting that at all. I'm like, how does he have my phone number?
For all of those who didn't know, this is not Lewis's first time running for public office.
No, I'm an elected official currently. I was elected to the Headwater Soil and Water Conservation Board, which is so close to Congress.
She admits her campaign staff and a host of volunteers were vital to her success.
This was a grassroots campaign. I am running on a campaign finance reform platform where we're not taking any money from corporate PACs or any big business. So it was grassroots support that got us here. So I just want to thank everybody. And thank you is just not enough, but I just want to thank everybody for their support, for their volunteering. We had people volunteering at the polls, all in the 6th District today, all day long. So I would not be standing here if it was not for the support of everybody that's here, everybody across the whole entire 6th District, who has just been amazing and just so supportive, and I wouldn't be here without them.
She shared her plans for the future.
Okay, maybe Thursday. Bringing the party together. I'm hoping to have conversations with all the other candidates so everybody brings their supporters on board and that all the Democrats and the whole entire party can get together, get behind me, and move forward to a victory in November.
In Stanton, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.